Chase real dopamine. Go for the run, talk to a friend, write on your journal, meditate, read, go to the gym. If I had to credit one thing about changing my life, is discipline. I used to be lazy, waking up at 11 a.m., scrolling through social media for literally 7 hours a day, watching Friends for at least 12 times from scratch. Anything that I had to do, I just didn't feel like doing it. Once you understand how dopamine works, you can actually train your brain to be disciplined. You can actually train your brain loving doing the hard things. And when you retrain your dopamine level, work becomes normal and healthy, productive habits become part of your routine. And when that happens, life becomes a lot simpler. And today I want to show you how I made my life a lot simpler and more fun just by making a dopamine detox. For the love of God, while you're watching this video, I need you to do one thing. Put this video on full screen, remove every other distraction, and focus your brain just on this video. Already doing this action will start shifting you to a different reality, that you will be a different person. You need to understand that everyone's attention is cooked. No one is able to focus on one thing for more than 1 minute. And this is where the root of the problem starts. This is the hard truth. You want to go somewhere, you want to achieve something in life, but your brain is working against you. Every single day, your brain is trying to fuck you up. Every time that you're trying to do something hard, the pain-pleasure game starts in your head, and that's what trips you up. Let me show you. This is you, and this is your brain. Every time that you need to do a task, your brain will make a mental calculations of pain versus pleasure. You need to know something very important here, which is the work to avoid pain than it will do to gain pleasure. So your brain is trying to get as much pleasure from something and avoid as much pain from something. When you want to finish a paper at school, this will give you -7 out of 10 pain points. A +2 out of 10 as a micro satisfaction that you moved forward the paper. On the other hand, when you go to scroll, the pain is actually 0 out of 10. It's so easy, you can just do it right away. And your pleasure right this second is actually a freaking 9 out of 10. Why? Because there is variable reward. This is what I'm learning from the Hooked book on how to hook people with your app. Literally, there is variable reward that sometimes you have an unbelievable video and sometimes you have a garbage video. So that's why you're fucking hooked. Because when you scroll, it's 0 pain, 10 pleasure, and when you go to do the difficult task, which will change your fucking life, you have -7 pain and +10 pleasure. So how the fuck do you expect for you to do anything difficult and for you to be disciplined if you have so much pain to do it and almost next to 0 pleasure? And when it comes to scrolling, you have a massive amount of pleasure. So what if you're able to play a game with your mind and you're able to make scrolling very, very hard and painful? There is 2 versions of yourself. The one version is the version that you have right now in your hands. And the second one is on a different universe, both with the same name, and was able to make scrolling extremely painful and with no pleasure, and making the hard tasks to have so much pleasure and not that much pain. Between these 2 people, Milo 1 and Milo 2, they will have a different life, because today they will make different choices, and the 3 choices today, 3 choices tomorrow, and 3 choices that are different for the rest of the year will actually create a different destination, or else destiny. I need you to comment what is the difficult thing you're trying to do, and for the love of God, subscribe and like, because the algorithm is brutal and I want to send this message to the right people. Let's talk about width and depth. Most people try to do multiple things at the same time. So they are staying on the surface, doing multiple things at the same time. For example, you're running your AI and at the same time you're scrolling. You're productive, but you actually fuck up your brain. The most effective work you can do is when it comes to depth. This is when you're able to go deep, focus on being 7% above your abilities and be on a flow session. When you're able to listen to your breath and focus on what you're doing, this completely stops your surroundings and is able to give you so much calmness and dopamine to do the work that you would do in 1 to 2 weeks in literally 1 to 3 hours. And this happens again and again in my life. Very early in my life, I'm 31 right now, I found the iPhone and I was able to pirate movies. and start watching them on my iPhone. And that was the moment that I was start cooking my brain. But right now with the algorithm of TikTok, we are in a completely different world, because this algorithm knows me so well that every time I'm going to watch TikTok, I can be there for 1 hour and my brain completely shut off. I'm itching so hard to go and watch garbage every single day, because again, the pleasure is unbelievable of the algorithm and the pain is absolutely zero. And this is when you allow the technology to run your life. You have one notification there, you go to the next video, you watch a little bit of tutorial, you try a little bit of creation, then your mother is calling you, and then you're scrolling through TikTok for the next 1 hour. Your brain is scattered and your dopamine is all over this bitch. Your dopamine is addicted to constant stimulation and constant change. And this is the main meat of the video. You are able to solve this by breaking the loop. This is your call to action. This is the moment that you are able to shift realities if you make one simple change in your life because of this video. One, right now you go and you download one of these apps that they block Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Reels, and YouTube from your life. Or even better, you go and delete all of them right now from your iPhone. While you are on that, you also go to Chrome and you block everything up. Then you go and find a piece of paper and a pen, even better a journal, and you hold that with you everywhere. Look at mine. One journal, second journal, third journal, fourth journal. I always have a pen and a journal with me. The last thing that you do, and this is how we rewire our mind for discipline. Every time you don't want to do the activity, every time that you don't want to gym, every time that you don't want to focus on work, you allow yourself to not do the work. But you are not allowed to go and scroll through social media. What you do is that you pick up a journal and you go on your couch. And what I do there is that I sit and watch at the ceiling or write my thoughts until I'm so bored and disgusted that I decide to go to the gym, that I decide to work, that I decide to do the task. I don't want to overcomplicate it with whole principles and systems and a 1-week dopamine detox. Fuck all that crap. I want you to delete all social media, pick up a journal, and make yourself to be so bored and disgusted until you do the job. And these 3 extremely simple tactics will change your fucking life if you follow them for a week. Brother, I need you to comment the most difficult task that you're doing right now. Like and subscribe this video because the algorithm is brutal and I want this video to go out there and help people. And I will see you on the next one.